introduce you to my friend. Say hello to the YouTube chromies.
Peace.
Peace and blessings, love, and everything in between. So, yes, I was here yesterday, and this is part 2 of the adventure. And today, I'm with the lovely, the precious, the glamorous, the sweet, and everything in between, Sam Rose. Today we are getting lost in the woods. Oh, this is nice. I wish he would have just stayed where he was at. That would have been a really good one.
So you want to get in here?
Yes. So, I'm sitting here and I'm just thinking to myself how today's Christian's birthday at Six Flags. And we're all in a group chat just, so we can coordinate and arrive at the same time and all that jazz. And I'm unable to go. And I'm unable to go because I don't have the funds. But if we were to go back to 2020, same shit. Go back to 2019, same shit. So I'm like, clearly there's a pattern. And the pattern is not having more than enough, but just enough to get by. Like, clearly having my just due has been an issue. I haven't necessarily broken through yet. And, the people around me in the circle that I attach myself to, there is growth. But I need to be growing as well. So it's like, now I feel like I gotta catch up type shit. Like niggas is passing me and I gotta catch up. But then again, it's like, damn, is that me just thinking negatively, So it's two sides. There's one side where it's like, oh shit, niggas is passing me, I gotta catch up. And then B, it's like, let me not entertain that. That's a negative thought. I'm exactly where I need to be. Like, your path is your path. Like, everybody creates their own adventure. Everybody creates their own adventure, The third quarter. Greetings, friend. What's up? So, today, I am linking with my homegirl. That's how you get the sleep out your system. But today I'm linking with Jazz, Jaw Soaps, Jazzy. I mentioned her more than a handful of chapters ago when I started to embark on making poetry soap. She's the one who sent me my soap making kit, and she's just been supportive of my soap making endeavor. But beyond that, she is my friend from Miami. We both are Jamaican. It's just like we have a lot of personality similarities. Like, we be finding the same shit funny. We both like to dance and, life of the party, just, big energy, and we both get high. So, we vibe, and we got a good rapport. So I'm linking with her because she leaves today. So I got to see her before she ride out, because I'm like, even though it's going to be like an hour drive, I'm just like, if I can, drive an hour to go link up with a girl that I got, interest in, I should be able to drive an hour to go link up with somebody who's been my friend for, some years. But I was talking to my soulmate, my best friend Martin, on the phone yesterday. My apologies if I'm not giving you eye contact. I'm driving, so I gotta look at you and look at the road at the same time. So, he is creating his own path within the music industry. And yesterday, I just felt led to call him and just ask him one simple question. What have you learned thus far? And one of the first things he said was, nobody knows anything. And you really just have to create your own path and just do you. And I'm really glad that he said that, because it just opened the door for me to further think about that. And as I thought deeper into that, I came to the conclusion, everybody has a different fingerprint. There's no fingerprint identical to somebody else's. And if you take that as a metaphor for life journeys and life paths, nobody... So I had a call come in. So like I was saying, nobody's fingerprint is the same. And it's like that for life paths and journeys. Nobody's journey is the same. I watched a lot of interviews, and I've watched a lot of panel discussions about people's journeys, and how they got to the places of success that they're in. And none of them are the same. The way Diddy made it to his level of success is not the same way Drake made it to his level of success. And the way Drake made his way to success is not the same way Kanye, got his success. They were all different, but they all arrived. They all arrived in the places where they were ordained to be. But the journey to get there wasn't the same. And, it just became more clear to me in that moment when he said that let me stop watching interviews. Let me stop watching these panel discussions and trying to, figure out how these people made it, because at the end of the day, they made it their way. For example, if you and I are going to get ice cream, and you live in this county and I live where I live, we both are going to end up at the ice cream shop, but the directions and the path we took to get there are going to be different. So I say that to say, you just gotta have tunnel vision. This is a note to myself. So when I say you, I'm really talking to the man in the mirror. But you as the viewer, you could take it as me speaking to you, but I'm really talking to myself, the man in the mirror. So it's you have to choose. When you're going to the grocery store, you have an idea sometimes of what you want to get. It's I'm going to Kroger to get pineapples. That's it. And that's how laser focused you gotta be. I'm going down this path to do this thing. And I see the finish line, and nothing or anyone is gonna get in the way of me reaching that. I'm going to Kroger to get pineapples, and nobody is going to get in the way of me going to get that. And I'm using it as a metaphor, but the pineapple can be anything. The pineapple is whatever your thing is. So for me, the pineapple would be video editing and visual storytelling. So the moral of this story is that I be looking at these interviews and taking notes and watching these panel discussions, just trying to see like what the silver lining is. Like there's some type of secret formula and magic code to making it, and there isn't. Nobody knows what they're doing because everybody creates their own adventure. They etch out their own path, and they figure that shit out as they go. Like I'm sure in the beginning stages of Kanye doing his thing, he didn't actually know like what was going on, but the fact of this is my vision, this is what I see, this is my target, and that's what I'm gonna go get. I'm here to get pineapples. That's it. I'm here to make beats. That's it. So even though you can't replicate journeys, like you can't copy and paste what Drake did. What Drake did works for him. You gotta do what works for you. That's basically what it comes down to, is you gotta do what works for you and believe in yourself and what you have to offer and double down on it. Because nobody's fingerprint is the same. Nobody's journey is the same. What works for them will not work for you. That's really it, man. You gotta do what works for you. Because what works for you ain't about to work for somebody else. But I will say, there are common threads between everybody's journey who has made it to success. There are elements that reoccur, and that element is they picked one thing. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. Yes, we are multi-hyphenated. Yes, we are multi-talented. But in the beginning, to get your shit off the ground, you gotta pick one thing. Kanye started with making beats. Virgil started designing. Jay started rapping. Kevin Hart started with stand-up. And now, current day, we know them as the multi-hyphenated entrepreneurs and creatives that they are now. But they came in with one thing, and that's the blueprint. That's it. You gotta pick what your thing is going to be.